I'm in Whitehall, opposite Downing Street, the residence of the Prime Minister, official residence. I'm here today to cover a protest in regards to two-tier policing. I'm not going to mention the name of the group doing this demonstration because, well, I'm not going to mention them, but we've got a group here now building up here.
What is that council flag over there? Is that?
Please invite guests.
It's a lack of police.
You good, mate?
All good.
Yeah, all good.
See ya.
Thank you very much.
Out here again, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't stop, dear. Come on. Don't stop. Good man.
I'm looking forward to next week, Bournemouth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about Dover? Make it to Dover?
I can't make it to Dover, unfortunately.
We're going to go to Dover.
Yeah,
I'll be at Bournemouth.
I can't make it because they've got a big St George's Day parade going on in London somewhere, and yeah. And I need to cover that, you know,
yeah.
I went to that last year.
Yeah, we did. Right here, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, the one I went to was in a place called Whitton, near Twickenham.
Yeah.
And it's the best one I've ever been.
Yeah, brilliant.
You know, oh my God, the display was absolutely, you know. So I've got to go back for more. Okay, so we're due for this this demonstration to start at 1 o'clock. Inevitably it's going to be late. People are starting to build up.
I don't think
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but it's not big enough.
I love that. I love that. The silent majority. Yeah. You do believe there's a silent majority out there, do you?
There is, yeah. The thing is, there's a silent majority, you know, not just in white people, you know, in Muslims as well. You know, they all talk on about there's all the good ones. Well, where are they? Why are they not standing up against these, apparently, you know, this small minority that calls all this shit? Where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everybody's sitting on their asses.
I like your last banner.
Paul Albon,
So look, this is
Oh, Millwall have got the old Portsmouth today.
Yes, mate.
Millwall have got the old Portsmouth today. And Palace have got Brighton. Oh dear.
We're currently live and direct outside Downing Street, opposite Downing Street and back. Turning Point UK protest against two-tier policing. Hope you enjoyed today's live podcast. Please feel free to share this.
Really funny something like drinking quick, and then at the bar stop and
unbelievable. You know those making people turn their tax around. In the bank in this area, one side.
Instead of saying what did you do, what did they say you did?
All they said was, I'm not allowed to start. They weren't even able to.
There was a time when you might have been the police force.
Oh, you're watching me? Oh, brilliant. I can see. Mate, you've got a good film, you have. You've got a good phone.
There's a limo somewhere. Who's that?
It's nice to meet you. Hello, you made it. Made it, oh bless you.
More and more turning up as I look.
Still nice, right?
Praise God. That's it.
Hello, bruv. You good? Oi, you good?
Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't recognise you. All right. How you doing, mate? All right.
Oh.
So where is it you come from?
Your pastor, he's got some big views. Yeah, really big, yeah. You know, like 30,000 and stuff. Yeah, that was really, I mean, his spreading of the gospel was really, it hit a nerve, yeah? It was good. Yeah, you know my Facebook?
You're on Facebook? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really. Tommy, Robinson.
Right, I can't.
Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy Robinson.
You might call it gammon watch, mate, but you love it, don't you? You love it. Gives you a bit of entertainment, eh? Hey!
We want Tommy out.
You're right, Des. You're right, Paul.
Hello, Brian. How are you, man?
You're good.
Good to see you.
Starmer is a communist.
We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out. Starmer out. We want Starmer out.
We want Starmer out.
We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out. Hello there, bro. You good? Nice to see you. Nice. I'm live on TikTok here, by the way. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok. Hey. We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out. Want Starmer out. We 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 want Starmer out.
Free the political prisoners.
Free Tommy Robinson!
Free Tommy Robinson. Free the political prisoners. Remember Peter Lynch. Free the political prisoners. Starmer is a communist. He's turning the country into a communist pit.
Free sign.
We want Starmer out. We want Starmer out.
Not that state. By the way, do any of you people live in an area where
Free the political prisoners. Free the political prisoners. Prison for sending a meme is a crime. A crime against humanity. A crime against the nation. Putting people in prison for sending text memes is a crime.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, so we're due to start at 1 o'clock, but that ain't happening, is it? I think we're waiting for the main man.
What effect do you think this protest will have? Do you think
That'll be a new one because usually we're quite blocked off and there's like so many people that don't think many people walking past. So to be honest, I'll find out the same as you, to be honest. But yeah, it'll be interesting because it looks like we'll be able to actually communicate with some people, which would be nice. Because usually we're like cut off on one end and then the left on the other side. And then it's nice.
Thank you very much for your time on the camera. Cheers. Thank you. You did well. Yeah, you did well. Take that. I'll get on camera.
Thank you.
Free Tommy Robinson! Free Tommy!
Over here is good. Wait. Oh, I was saying I've been to a couple of games on Tuesday.
I think they need to fix where the flags are going. I get it still waiting.
So we are opposite Downing Street. Let me show you Downing Street over there. That's Downing Street over there, right over there on the other side of the road. And we are meeting by the Montgomery statue, which is on the Richmond Terrace. Hello there, bruv. You good?
Tommy!
Okay, there's something going on over there by Downing Street. So I better go and have a look. There's someone screaming and shouting, hooting and honouring. Let's go and have a look. Well, he's screaming and shouting, so let's see what he's screaming and shouting about. Okay, so we've got a guy with a megaphone. I think you call that a megaphone, don't you? We are literally outside Downing Street now.
Especially when you consider you're rapists, wrong, straight. We are told it is likely that 250,000 underage English working class white girls were gang raped by Pakistani Muslim men. That's the report. But you will do nothing to investigate it. Why not? It is a crime. These are gang rapes. 250,000! How many individual rapes were involved? Some of the girls say...
The old Bill there with their machine guns.
250,000 by 1,000 is 250 million!
Still quite rare to see them in London, isn't it? Or anywhere, to be honest, in this country.
I'll tell you why he's not investigating it.
So I'm right outside Downing Street now. I'm looking through the gates. I can see some officers with what look like machine guns.
The rapes of the young working girls, the underage white working girls. Why won't you investigate it? Why no inquiry? Why are you hiding? What is the Labour Party hiding? What is the Labour Party hiding? These girls' lives have been ruined, and the Labour Party let it happen. What are you going to do about
it? This tune gives me goose pimples. Land of hope and glory. Absolutely proud to be British. Proud of my country. John here. Oh, I love that bloody t-shirt. Yeah. Oh. Hello, John. You good, mate?
Good, mate.
I want you to do me a small favour.
Go on.
You could just hold the phone like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of hold it out.
Oh, we don't have
Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood, which is the deliberately earmarked
Are you, Rob, are you part of this, yeah?
I'm with LBR.
Right. Right, okay, mate. No, I'm part of this.
Everyone knows that local grassroots politics, once you're in that chamber, is good and it's beneficial to the party. It doesn't really seem in West So obviously Jack, our CEO at Turning Point,
there as well.
Feedback to the organising this audience is the Turning Point still goes strong.
Watching the people get leery. It's not very pretty, I tell thee. Walking through town is quite scary. Not very sensible either. A friend of a friend, he got beaten. He looked the wrong way as a policeman. Would never have happened to sneak to. I don't even dancing anymore.
toxic masculinity. Yes, misogyny exists. The vast majority of men love and adore women. Ask any heterosexual man and they'll tell you that. Misandry does exist, but misandry exists on steroids, and that's all part of the campaign to split families up and to basically sell a dream to women that if they go to a job in which they work in a cage, and if they work for a measly salary which doesn't cut it, and if she waits until she's 35 to consider what God invented her for, which is to complement masculinity, both masculinity and femininity equally as beautiful. Men can't have babies, women can. Women are revered in Christianity, unlike other faiths. Women are the centre of the home and the masculinity piece.
Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you
It's,
very much.
hey Brian, you've got away with the women, haven't you? We'll get a model to Patriots of Britain t-shirt. Yeah, mate.
Who's that showing down there?
That's one of our chaps. He's from Portsmouth.
Yeah. Because we're going down there, aren't we, in a minute?
Are we?
I think so, yeah. It's like,
What, we're going across to Downing
yeah, that's
Street?
what it said, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got about 100 people here.
We mugged him right off afterwards.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. Well, then near the end of it for weeks.
Your second name Pike? That's your name Pike?
2 words I still remembered.
All right. Hello there.
Little angel here.
Hello. Remember me?
Yeah, good.
You good? You good?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, you coming to Bournemouth Saturday?
Is that where it is Saturday?
Yeah.
What's that? Stop the boat?
No, that's the UKIP one on Saturday.
All right.
Yeah.
They're going across the south coast.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
No, they are.
Oh, we are, yeah. Yeah, Portsmouth, Southampton.
Normally or what? Doing normally or what?
Yeah, we can't ignore a Bermondsey girl. No way, no chance. Yeah. Where's my hug then? I didn't get one. Did I? Oh, well, I forgot. I always could do with another. Yeah. I love her humour. I love her to bits. She's fantastic. Yeah. Hello there, mate.
Oh, Brian, how you going? All right.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
What a lovely day.
Ah, what a lovely flag.
Forget the picture with you now, man. Follow you on Instagram. Come on.
Yeah.
So he'll be out.
Hopefully. Has he done 5 months?
He's done 8 months. He's been in since October. He's been in since October. Yeah, he's done 5. So he's
How long is 6 months now?
June, yeah.
That's it, mate. You tell him. Childish comments. You can always tell when a lefty comes on by their absolutely childish comments. I reckon there are more lefties that visit the job centre than anyone else. You lefties live on dole.
I'm wondering when bloody Antifa
It's weird, there's like more police in Portsmouth. I suppose they're only there, is that why? They just pile out.
We had more old Bill at the school the other day than we got here.
We did.
Oh, I can see the farmer supporter there with the
Stuck farmer.
yeah.
Stuck farmer.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the
Oh, here he is. It's the man.
There
he is. How you doing?
Oh, here he is.
Excellent.
Let's get out of the way then. Let's get out of the way. Let's clear the stage area. Let's get out of it. Oh, look, I wish they'd stop calling out that because TikTok don't like that.
We can explode this.
It's nice to see you, Ross again. Hi, what's your name? Sorry? Just Ross. My name's Charlotte. Nice to meet you. Do you speak Hindi? Well, what's your Punjabi? It's sort of quite close. So, Mera naam Charlie hai. Yeah, you understand that?
Testing. Testing.
There's about 100 people here. You don't like it, don't watch it, mate. Why don't you go and entertain yourself somewhere else?
Roger.
Instead of giving it large online. You keyboard warriors make me laugh. Cowardly lefties. That's what you are. That's what you lot are. Cowards. All you do is slag the country off, slag anyone who's a patriot. You people make me sick.
Love the bus. Seen the bus?
Hey?
See the bus? Oh, see what you done, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can't move. Hi Colin, sorry mate, how you doing?
give you a new nickname.
What's that?
You are the faithful one.
I'm the faithful one.
Faithful to the cause.
Yeah, I like that.
Right guys, before we get started, could I have a couple of volunteers? We need 2 people to hold a Turning Point banner up behind the speakers, if that's right.
Live and direct. Ollie! Come up on the banner! Come on! Sorry, CP. Ollie, over here.
Now you can't get out, Jack.
I've had somewhat of a life in the last few weeks. I apologise for having a life. The chickens for kids? I don't know actually. Are you talking about the Jews against Israel? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, is there that's Palestine's representative right here. Where's the Palestine? Anyone want to join our organisation?
I tell you what, if you saw how pretty and beautiful she was, you'd be flirting. What's wrong with you, man?
Right guys, thank you everyone for coming today. Obviously today is a bit of a celebration thanks to this protest and also work from right-leaning politicians. We've managed to get 2-tier care and the Sentencing Council to scrap the new sentencing guidance, which would have been anti-white, anti-Christian and anti-male, and would have introduced a modern It shows that protests do work. If we put pressure on the government like the left do, if we put pressure on the government, we will ensure that their tyranny will not continue. But we can only do that together. We can only do it if good men and women stand up. So thank you everyone for coming here today. The mission, however, is not over. Whilst the sentencing guidelines have been paused, they've not been completely scrapped yet. That's why we didn't cancel the protest, because we still have to keep that pressure on. We have to let 2-tier kid know that he can't implement his tyranny over the British people.
No.
Also, we still have 2-tier policing. The 2-tier policing existed prior to the sentencing guidance, as we all saw during the Enough is Enough protests. Us, and that means being brave, being vocal, and coming out to stand up. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker, TV UK's very own Chief Operations Officer, Nicholas Tenconi. Go on, Jackie. Can I get a round of applause? He's the CEO of Turning Point UK. The nation owes him a debt. He never clocks out, ever. 24 hours a day, the #1 conservative activist organisation in the UK. Amazing. I've got a different style of speech for you all. This is my least favourite content. It is so dangerous and toxic what is going on in the mind of that Marxist who's currently running our country. Today, LBC have published that the government is asking parents to rat their children out to prevent, that's counter-terrorism, if they are watching misogynistic content. Wait a minute, misogyny is hatred of women. Misandry is hatred of men. These things exist. The vast majority of men that I've met in my life absolutely love women.
Yeah!
We actually adore women. There is a small percentage that genuinely hate the opposite gender, and that often comes from a place of hatred. it comes from a hardened heart and they need help. If they produce crime statistics based on that, we are very clear about what should be done in the case of the most heinous of crimes towards women.
Yes.
Encouraging your children, encouraging the parents of children watching misogynistic content. Who defines what misogyny is?
Yeah.
And then are we going to do the same for misandry? If I had £1 for every time I've seen misandrous content on social media, the I Hate Men campaign, hashtag Me Too, yes, and the list goes on. In other news, 30 British patriots apparently today are having their doors knocked on. They are likely to go to jail for social media posts last summer. That was at 7 o'clock this morning when I did my little scrolling thing just to affect my mental health just that little bit extra. That was this morning. Now I want you to, when I come out with what I'm about to say, hold what I just said in context. There are members of the Conservative Party and the Labour Party who are on record as saying that two-tier policing doesn't exist. There are members of the Uni Party, red and blue, on record as saying that two-tier justice doesn't exist. I have 4 examples to give to you, and it's factually accurate. So let's do it from the script. Number 1, Lucy Connolly went to jail for foolishly posting things which she instantly regretted. She did it in the heat of the moment and at a moment of very justified anger, which she swiftly deleted. Lucy was a law-abiding citizen. She was given 31 months. How do you recover from that? How do you get out of jail and re-emerge back into society? She didn't hurt anyone. She didn't hurt anyone. Let's compare that. I hate this so much. 37-year-old NHS worker and mother of 3, Natalie Shotter, was orally raped to death as she lay unconscious on a park bench by an already convicted predator, Mohammed Lido. Lido was not convicted of murder. Lido was not convicted of murder, but of manslaughter. He was sentenced to 10 years and 8 months. In Britain, you serve half. In 5 years, he will be out 18 months after Lucy Connolly. Number 2, Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson. Beautiful. Tommy Robinson was sentenced to 18 months in prison, most of which is to be spent in solitary confinement for showing a documentary which told his side of the story regards why he is being persecuted. He let the British public make their own minds up with regards to the truth about what happened at that school in 2017. 18 months, most of it in solitary confinement. How do you re-emerge? How do you ever get past that? Ever. He didn't hurt anyone. He's a hero.
Yes.
Yes.
He's a patriot. In comparison, during the unrest of summer 2024, we have all now seen the Muslim Defence League terrorists in Birmingham being told by police liaison officers to return to the mosque and leave their weapons there, and that they are immune from prosecution. Number 3. Peter Lynch was sentenced to 2 years and 8 months for being at the scene of a protest.
I pray for my children.
He was at the scene of a protest. He was found dead in his jail cell. Mohammed Osman was found guilty of violent disorder, the same crime, on August the 3rd in Bristol, 2024. He was given a suspended sentence.
Gone.
Peter Lynch is dead. He didn't need to be in prison.
No.
He's dead because he went to prison. Someone who was found guilty of violent disorder in a place like Bristol, the same thing. Mohammed Osman, 2-year suspended sentence. Tell me if I'm not being clear enough. These are direct comparisons. Number 4, in September 2024, Hugh Edwards was given a 6-month suspended sentence for having child abuse images on his phone, and there were an awful lot of them. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a prank. It wasn't by mistake.
It's disgusting.
I believe 47, someone correct me, 57 child abuse images were on a high-profile BBC presenter's phone.
He's a fucking nonce.
He was given a suspended sentence. No reprisals, no consequences. In comparison, Julie Sweeney was given 15 months in prison for an offensive Facebook post following the Southport protests. Axel Rudakabana did the most unspeakable, most despicable, most heinous of crimes, and at a moment of very justified anger, Julie Sweeney wrote something on Facebook. Words aren't the same as actions, patriots. She was given 15 months in prison. Hugh Edwards was given a suspended sentence.
Being a paedophile.
Dirty nonce.
Number 5. Many Pakistani paedophile, rape, grooming gang members are already back on the streets. Many protesters from 2024 are still serving time for simply being present at one of the protests during the summer of last year. Two-tier Keir has spent his time in office using the term far-right, denigrating patriots, lying to the British public, whilst Pakistani paedophile, rape, grooming gang members are being released and walking the streets, and Keir, along with Shabana, emptied a number of places in our jails of dangerous convicted felons to make way for patriots, whilst constantly using the rhetoric of far right this and far right that. Meanwhile, the actual far right, the actual neo-Nazis that now are platformed on X, are controlled opposition by the government. They're state-funded. They're state-sponsored. That's right. That's why they're never arrested. That's why they say what they do. And us, we, patriots, concerned citizens, we have to choke on this. We have to take the lies. We have to take the hatred. We have to take all that fear. My last example, number 5, is that if Keir knew the truth, which is that migrant terrorism represents one of the biggest threats to national security to Britain in 2025, if he knew the truth, why isn't he doing something about it?
Why don't they do something about radical Islam? Why do they pander instead to Islam and to the caliphate? They know the truth. Why don't they do something about it? Patriots, I take no pleasure in this particular speech, so I will say this to close. Our future is destitution unless every single one of us gets politically active and we change the narrative that a few years ago we said this was a culture war. The far right say it's a race war. This is a religious war.
Yes.
This is none other than a crusade. We are fighting for the soul of our nation.
Yes.
We will never surrender.
Patriots, this all ends when we say it ends. I say, take your country back. Get him out. Not for the Tories, not for reform. Get them out for something you truly believe in, that's worth fighting for, that won't turn their back on you. Thank you.
Christ is king!
Where's the skipper? Thank you very much, Nick. Let's hear it again for the Italian stallion, Nick Tenconi!
Sorry, could I ask you a favour?
Right, before we continue, a little bit of housekeeping. Someone's dropped their credit cards, a Miss Vicky Rose. If no one claims them by the end of the demo, I'm just going to give them to one of the police officers.
Thanks,
Vicky Rose. The far right thug steals women's credit cards.
Sorry.
Right, guys, our next speaker, you'll know him from Speaker's Corner. We have Young Bob.
God bless you all. Now let me just firstly introduce myself, as of course all of you are political and not religious. I am a 16-year-old religious and political commentator at Speaker's Corner. And I want to warn you all, although there is a two-tier system in politics, there's also in the schools and for the young. Now, if Keir Starmer would turn off adolescence for one moment, I think he would find that there is a greater issue for 16-year-olds, white Christians, conservatives, that being the two pipelines, Islam and liberalism.
Brexit, Brian loves
One
you.
wants
Thank
to
you for
rethink what it
watching.
means to be a woman.
Bye now.
One wants to spend thousands of pounds to redefine Islamophobia. And at the same breath, a few years ago, they wanted to say that what is a woman is not something reduced to a colour or someone who likes to cook. And now would want to, at some sort of kink fest, celebrate a sexually confused generation. Celebrate them as women. At some sort of kink fest, celebrate a sexually confused generation. Celebrate them as women.